Ever heard dogs in Oklahoma can't assemble in groups of 3? Or that it's illegal for dogs to chase squirrels in Berkeley, California? Turns out there's no state rule. That rumor likely started in small towns like Clinton years ago, but it's not actually codified anywhere. That's right. Somewhere a local official likely got tired of a particularly rowdy trio of beagles and scribbled something on a napkin that has since become the stuff of internet legend. It's the kind of law that sounds just plausible enough to be true and fun enough to create funny, chaotic memes. Because creating chaos gets likes, shares, and views. But that little tidbit, that delicious morsel of legislative madness, is the perfect starting point for our journey tonight. Because for every completely fabricated rule about canine congregations, there's a real, genuinely baffling law lurking in the dusty tomes of some city hall. And frankly, it's hard to tell the difference. Is it illegal for your dog to frown at a cat? Probably not. But is it illegal to give your poodle a stogie? Well, we'll get to that. So, tonight, we're diving headfirst into the legislative dog park of America. We're going to chase down the truth, sniff out the facts, and separate the legal myths from the genuinely bizarre realities. We're breaking down the strangest dog laws in America and separating myth from reality. But stick around to the end, because this is going to be a bumpy ride. Let's kick things off with a classic. You've probably heard the meme. In Oklahoma, it's illegal for 3 or more dogs to gather on private property without a mayoral permit. It's a hilarious image, mayors rubber stamping golden retriever playdates. But here's the truth. This law doesn't exist. It's a legislative ghost. We checked Oklahoma's statutes. No law about dog gatherings, permits, or unruly puppy parties. There's no statewide rule stopping your dogs from hanging out. The myth likely started with local ordinances in small towns, not state law. Clinton, Oklahoma is often named, but even there, the details are fuzzy. It's a municipal ghost story passed from one fun facts site to another. The idea of a mayoral permit for dog hangouts is a distortion, not reality. Over time, a small-town rule about noise or nuisance became a viral state law. The internet loves to turn local quirks into statewide legends. So, can your 3 dogs hang out in your Oklahoma backyard? Yes. Do you need a mayor's permission slip? Absolutely not. The Oklahoma 3-dog law? Busted. So, the statewide 3-dog permit in Oklahoma? Total myth. But if you live in Stillwater, the 3-dog limit is very real, thanks to municipal zoning codes. You can rest easy, unless you're thinking about adopting a 4th dog. Stillwater's city code says no more than 3 dogs per residence. Go over, and you could face a $500 fine. This isn't a conspiracy. It's just local government trying to manage noise, safety, and quality of life. And Stillwater isn't alone. Many cities have similar animal limit laws. The penalties are real, and they add up fast. So before you rescue that extra pup, check your city's ordinances. The myth was wild, but the reality is all about zoning, and it's just as strange in its own way. Let's head west to Berkeley, California, a city famous for progressive politics, free-spirited culture, and, apparently, concern for the emotional well-being of squirrels. The myth that it's illegal to let your dog harass squirrels in Berkeley parks. It sounds perfectly on brand for Berkeley, but there's no city law specifically about dogs and squirrels. You won't find squirrel in the animal control ordinances. But California state law makes it illegal to harass any non-game animal, including squirrels. Plus, Berkeley enforces leash laws and nuisance ordinances. So while the myth isn't literally true, you can still get fined if your dog chases squirrels. And in Berkeley, someone probably will complain. The message? Control your dog, or you're on the hook. And now, my favorite law on the list. A law so specific and righteous it feels like it was written by a cartoon character. In Illinois, it is, and I quote, illegal to give your dog a lit cigar. This is not a joke. It's real. It's part of the Illinois Humane Care for Animals Act. Section 510 ILCS 70/3.01 makes it a Class B misdemeanor to give any lighted tobacco product to a domestic animal. The law is real and it is spectacular. Someone somewhere gave their pet a lit cigar, and Illinois had to step in. Stop giving your pets cancer sticks. A Class B misdemeanor can mean up to 6 months in jail and a $1,500 fine. If your first instinct is to offer your dog a cigar, maybe some quiet reflection is in order. Sometimes the law has to spell things out for the lowest common denominator. And for that, Illinois, we thank you. Keep your dogs and your cigars separate. So next time you hear about a weird dog law, check the facts. Some are real, some are just internet legends. Stay informed and keep your pups safe and cigar-free. We've seen that the line between a viral myth and a genuine, enforceable statute can be incredibly thin. The story of Oklahoma's non-existent dog assembly permit shows how a local rumor can spiral into a widely believed falsehood. It's a fun story, but it's just that, a story. On the other hand, The very real zoning laws in cities like Stillwater and the state-level animal protection laws in California and Illinois show us that reality can be just as strange, if not stranger. You might not need a mayoral permit for a puppy playdate, but you absolutely can be fined for owning one too many dogs or for letting your pet act on its natural squirrel-chasing instincts. And you can, astonishingly, go to jail for sharing your cigar. The key takeaway here is to be a skeptical, informed pet owner. Don't take a funny meme or a weird law's listicle as gospel. The rules that actually affect you and your beloved pet are found in your local municipal codes and state statutes. A little bit of research can save you a lot of trouble, and it ensures you're doing the best you can for your animal. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go check if it's illegal for my dog to judge my life choices. Based on his expression, I might be in serious trouble.